Hello and welcome back. I'm Emerald Mosaic and it is time for some more painting. I have been tossing this idea around for a little while now. I'm wearing gloves because my skin is so dry. And washing paint off just makes it worse. So I'm gonna kind of go back to my very first one. When I did a reverse flower pour. Just realized there's cat hair in there. And since it's close, it's December, it's close to Christmas, I'm going to use primarily red for the flower. But I'm going to do a little something different. So I'm going to start with my Sax Titanium White that I have mixed with Floetrol. And then I'm going to add into the center, more cat hair, Acrylology Black. And the reason is I want there to be some contrast with the flower. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out, Trial and error, right? So let's start by getting some paint on the canvas. I had to mix up more paint the other day. I know this right here is not enough. Try not to get too many bubbles on there. I mean, I'm gonna torch it, but it's fine. Anyway, and before I get out my other bottle, let me go ahead and get some of this paint to move around. The other thing that I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna add some leaves. Now, I tossed around some ideas on how to accomplish that for a while. And I've settled on an idea. I hope it works. We shall see. Okay, yeah, I need more white. Okay, I'm gonna do this with, where did I put it? I'm going to use this, smooth it out, get it to go over the edges, corners. I see other people doing it this way and they make it look so easy and doesn't come as naturally for me, but maybe with practice, if I keep trying it, it will come more easily. So and if anybody has any tips and tricks for how to do this more easily, I would love to hear them. So, like, what works for you? What have you found to be the easiest way to spread the paint across the canvas evenly? Do you use your hands? Do you use a tool like this? What's your method? And what's your reasoning for your method? Because what I'm finding for myself is it's not enough for me to know that a person does something a certain way. Until I hear why, I don't understand it. And that's just how my brain works. I feel like it's getting too thin. Okay. Let me get some of that off. Okay, that's not working for me. And there's another cat hair. I love my cats dearly. You know what? Why not spin it? A little bit more. That doesn't look like there's enough in there. Okay, a little bit more over here. I'm wondering if this paint got a little too thick sitting in the bottle. It wasn't all that long ago I mixed it up either. It's not looking as smooth as I would like it to. Come on. Over the corner. Okay. The nice thing about having it on the spinner is I can just turn it to make sure that all the edges are done. It's a lot easier than when I have a canvas just sitting on the table. Granted, that big one I did, that Dutch pour, that canvas was way too big. That canvas barely fit on my table. So now I have to make sure that it is centered, and that needs to move this way a little bit. Okay, and now I have to measure this way. Thankfully I had done this earlier today, so I know where about it should be. It had gotten turned. Okay. Bring it back this way. That's about right. And that's about right. And a hair this way. Okay. Double check since I moved it a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Okay. And there we go. I think that's centered. Okay, now I'm gonna add some black in the middle, just right smack dab in the middle, spin it out, and then get started on leaves and then flowers. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna make a nice big puddle right here. That's about good for the moment. Let's see what happens when I spin it. It's pointed. That's kind of amusing. Get back in the center. That's really cool, actually. I did not intend for it to be pointed. That's really cool. Paint does really odd things sometimes, very unexpected things, but I do want to bring it over a little bit this way and this way. Okay. All right. Spin it again. I caught one of the corners, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to add some more. Don't think that's enough for the effect I'm going for. I'm going to do this way. Maybe I can get it to spread out a little bit farther. That's getting nice and big. Okay. Tilt it this way a little bit. Just a little bit. Tilt it this way just a little bit. See if I can't get the edges to move a little. Not really. Okay. Okay. I think that's big enough for what I'm trying to do. So let's torch this and move on to stage 2. Okay. Oops, not that one. My white is just a little thin over here, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. Don't like thin spots. Okay. So, didn't really want it to go off the edge, but it's fine. It is perfectly fine if it does. Might as well have both sides go off the edge. If it's gonna do it on one, have it do it on the other. There we go. And centered there. Way off over here. A little bit off over there. Okay. Keep having to recenter it. Okay. Ooh, this is fun. I'm excited about this. Get the white paint off of my soda bottle. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off right here. Okay. I'm gonna start off with my green for my leaves, and I'm gonna do just a little over here and a little on the other side. So using this the way you would for flower petals, but just with green. Come on, there we go. And I'm doing 2 shades of green. Okay. And let me do over here. Okay. A little bit bigger. And then this one. Come on. Okay. Spin it a bit. I gotta bring these up to points. Okay, now I'm going to turn this about there. And now I'm going to do my other colors. Move those back out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to start with, by the way, these green, the first one was Acrylology Deep Green that I thinned with Floetrol and water. And then I had Color Pour Forest Green that's pre-mixed. Okay. Now I'm going to start with Color Pour Light Pink. And get that club off. There we go. Okay. I am really hoping that this works out okay with the leaves here. I have never seen anybody do this before, so I don't really know how well it's going to turn out, but I figured give it a try, right? Then I have Liquitex Basics Cadmium Red that I have mixed with Floetrol and water. I'm going to use a lot of this red. More. Okay, now I'm going to use orange. This has the cadmium red mixed with apple barrel bright yellow. It took a whole lot of yellow to get to orange. Just a bit of this. And then a bit more pink. And then cadmium red. And It seems like the red is kind of sinking underneath the other colors, so not sure how that's gonna go. Some orange. I'm gonna add more red on top of that. Let's see. Okay. I like how the petals, even though, okay, yeah, there's the darker green around it, but that lighter green has narrowed between the petals of the flower. I like that. I really like that a lot. Okay. From here, yeah, the red is really sinking underneath those other colors. That's really curious. Okay. From here, I'm gonna do what my niece did that I thought was brilliant. So I'm gonna take this and turn it upside down and dab it. That's really cool. Okay, leave that there. Okay, now I'm gonna drag out my petals. Okay, now let me spin it just a little bit. Just a little. Okay, there we go. Now for the napkin. I'm gonna take these gloves off because I don't want to mess up the napkin. Okay. If I center this, it should be right about here. And then open it up. Oops, I only got one layer. There we go. Okay. This part is just so nerve-wracking. I don't know why. It just really is nerve-wracking for me. Okay. There's that corner and this corner. And then this corner. Ooh, some beautiful cells already popping up. Oh, look at those cells. That is gorgeous. These and this and this and up and away. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I like this. I want to see if I can recenter some of that. I don't know. I didn't do too much. Oh, this is so pretty. Move it over. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it too much that way. All these gorgeous cells out here, the black, the way it's interacting with the white. This is so pretty. Wow. Like, I just wish that instead of this way, it was turned that way. But I think it's still very, very pretty. I'm gonna spin it again. Okay. Don't want to do that too much because I don't want to lose all those gorgeous cells around the edges. Oh, this is so pretty. Wow. It seems to be kind of tilted that way for some reason. A little bit more white on that corner. Okay. All right. Okay, now for the flourishes. How do I want to do this? I almost hate to mess with it because there's such beautiful cells happening all throughout it. But what I do want to do is actually something in the center. Okay, I'm going to take some of this cadmium red. Put a few dots. And I'm gonna swirl that kind of a little bit. It ended up getting all swirled together just from the napkin. So, I know. Let me grab, let me think here. Actually, here's an idea. No, don't want an air bubble. What if I put a little dot in there and then drag this into it a little bit, maybe? Just a little bit from each petal. I don't want to mess with it too much. It's really kind of cool to have all of those colors there. Let me torch this and kind of see what else happens here. Bubbles. I'm really liking this black. Such a pretty contrast. I'm really liking that. And the green for the leaves. That really is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not going to mess with this anymore because I'm afraid of messing it up. So I'm going to get the camera. You come around my table. And unplug this. There's one of my cats. And here's my other kitty in her little basket. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, baby. Let's take a close-up of this. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, that's so pretty out there. Kind of a smoky edge. I like that. The center is a little weird. Those pretty cells. Trying to get the shadow out of the way here. Oh, look at that. Ooh, cells all the way out. This is gorgeous. So yeah, okay. And then let me come up top for a final shot with my arm out of the way. Okay, well, there's my Christmas flower. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like if you did and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave comments on what you might have done different. What do you think about the fact that I put black down on top of that white? What do you think about the leaves? Is that something you would want to try? So, yeah. And y'all have a wonderful day, and yeah, keep on painting. Y'all take care now.